America, FBI and CIA agents, and fellow cult members. Welcome to Culture Club USA. I'm DiBrava. And today's riddle is, many roads to failure are paved with bad intuitions. Sometimes the key to survival hinges on superstition. Intuition protects the heart, as the heart is always blind. Superstition guides the mind away from vultures of all kinds. You like that? I love it. Okay, on today's episode of Only Scams on Trial, we have a young man's desperate attempt to find long-distance love online. Does he find the girl of his dreams, or is just another victim of crime? Let's find out. You ready? This is a good one.
I'm being scammed. I would greatly appreciate any guidance or assistance you can provide. Thank you for your time and understanding. Sincerely, Malachi.
And he's young. He's 23. She's 23. This is one of the younger cases we've gotten.
Hello, Catfish team. I'm Malachi. I'm 23 years old, and I currently live in St. Pierre, Ohio. I've been cooking ever since I was little, always in the kitchen with my mom's and Nana. I do steaks, chicken, like you name it, I can do it. The imagination is the only thing that can hold you back, and I got plenty of that. My experience with the ladies so far has been decent, I could say. I've had a girlfriend in high school. We got together around my freshman year, then we departed during my senior. I know I might be young, but social media has not been my big thing.
Now, first of all, what a nice kid, okay? First of all, his disposition alone, okay? He has a good aura. There's something kind about him, all right? I mean, he's cooking. Look at this. I mean, a lot of girls probably in his town would probably die for the chance to date him, right? He's adorable. He's got a lot going for him. How is it that all the good ones get scammed? How is it? Now, I wonder which Nigerian boy is behind the computer on this one. This is really a serious problem in this country, boy.
Then we departed during my senior. I know I might be young, but social media has not been my big thing. My Instagram is like brand new. Just got like random pics of me, random quotes, muscle cars.
Malachi wasn't on.
Wow, now that's very interesting. So he's kind of new to social media, which is like strange because in my opinion, right, somebody that would get caught in any of these schemes is somebody that is literally addicted to the internet, okay? Addicted to the internet, which most times would seem like, you know, somebody that's just, you know, working from home, a coder, you know, it's easy. If you're online all day, you just try to get away from it and go somewhere else. And it's easy to get caught up in that. Facebook Messenger, you get some weird thing and all this stuff, right? So it's very interesting to me that this kid here is actually new to social media and he got scammed. Whoever's behind this is really good, I bet.
Malachi wasn't on dating apps and hardly used social media. He wasn't looking for anyone to date, but an account on Instagram popped up and sent him a message.
I was at home whenever she reached out to me for the first time. Her name's Mary Williams.
Whoa, I see why he clicked that. These scammers find the best photos. It's like, come on. I mean, this girl probably would date this kid. So, you know, if you're on Instagram and you get this random message, it's easy. Can you see how these people would fall in these traps? If you actually think about it, it's kind of easy to do. That's why so many of these are in existence, right?
Her name's Mary Williams. Well, she first sent, hey, how are you? Then she sent me, this is Mary. My friends call me May. Then I responded, what would you want from me? What do you need from me? I'm looking for a nice man to talk to.
Okay, now that's a warning sign. Nobody talks like that. I'm looking for a nice man to talk to. Okay, that's a sign. Okay, we really need to start like paying closer attention to what you're reading and stop looking at her photo. Because this girl, whoever this is stunning. Hopefully this is one of those episodes where they actually find the girl and she's like Oh my gosh, that's not me. Maybe one day we'll find a happy ending and the real ones will actually meet and hook up.
Haven't found anybody appealing yet, this and that. She said when we first started talking that she was 21, lives in El Monte, California, but is born and raised in San Diego. Caramel tone, curly hair, brown eyes, rose tattoo on her right arm, moon tattoo on her upper right shoulder. Spiritual, very religious, talked about family morals, values.
Hold on. I am very spiritual and religious person. Okay, right there. Okay, the grammar. The grammar. You got to catch the grammar. This is a Nigerian 12-year-old buying an Xbox. I swear. I know, guys. I know you're laughing at me because I think every single scammer is like in Nigeria at 12 and buying Xbox.
Use support systems, what's needed in a relationship to thrive and prosper, you know. The things that I was attracted to was her personality, her charisma, the way that she constantly was always there for me. And I mean, not for nothing, the way she looked. When I opened up her
well, duh, that's always the first thing, right? The picture's got to look right. You know, it's kind of like I think that a lot of these scammers, they sift through the Instagram. They don't just send anything to anybody. These people take time. They're looking at what you're posting. They're reading you by what you're posting. They're thinking, oh, he would like this girl. He'd like that. Is he religious? See, if somebody that you're dating, whether it's online or in person, listen to this. If you're dating somebody in person or online or whatever, that just agrees with everything you agree with, okay, every single thing is like the same ideology, the same, something's wrong, okay? No one agrees on every single thing. If that happens, I would run, okay? I would run.
When I opened up her Instagram profile for the first time, I saw 1 to 2 pictures. I asked her why exactly were there only, 1 or 2 pictures. She responded that she's new to social media and that this was her first time doing like something like this.
Okay, now these people are good. Whoever the scammer is good because he's also new to social media. So it's believable. It's believable. Now, he should have been questioning why she's posting pictures like this. You're new to social media and the first thing you post is yourself in underwear or a bikini. I mean, hello? But you're a religious, family-oriented girl. Excuse me. Let me just go. Dad, I started an Instagram account. Want to see it? Oh, here it is. I mean, you have to think. But they use these photos of these gorgeous women and it's distracting to a man. Because let's face it, that's part of attraction, right? It's a pretty big part, okay?
Were there only, 1 or 2 pictures? She responded that she's new to social media and that this was her first time doing like something like this. First photo that I've ever received from her was a photo of her just chilling on a bed, looking at the camera, kissing. At first, I was a bit skeptical of the whole thing because I was like, you don't even know me, but yet you're over here wishing me a good morning. You're wanting to wish me a good night randomly. You're wanting to stay up and talk to me throughout the day, even though I have all this stuff I had going on during that time.
Malachi was skeptical of Mary's intentions of getting to know him.
Malachi, you were skeptical. You gotta listen to your intuition. Always listen to your intuition. When your gut tells you something's off, walk away. There's always another girl. There's tons of them, trust me.
But despite that, the two got to know each other better and talked constantly.
Mary's hobbies consisted of hiking on the weekends, painting, doing makeup on the side, anything cosmetology related or anything outdoor related, honestly. She went to school for cosmetology, some type of...
No, she's a liar. Okay, right there. You're in school for cosmetology, you're 21 years old and you just started an Instagram account? No, I'm sorry. No. Because you know why? Cosmetology and makeup and all that, Instagram is your what? What is it? Come on. Your resume. It's your resume. There's no way that you're into that and you're in school for it at 21 years old and you are just starting an Instagram account. Not happening. Not believable.
Institution out there in San Diego. When me and her started talking, she was in her final month of being there. She said that she likes Japanese cuisine, sushi.
Okay, one more thing. I'm sorry, guys. He just said that when he and she, okay, May, started talking, she was in her final months of cosmetology school. But again, you just started an Instagram account. Lady, like what? Like, come on! In cosmetology school, and you just started an Instagram account. Okay, no one's printing out, books anymore. Okay, everything's digital. So your work for you to get hired, whether it be in the local mall or for a photo shoot of some kind, is on an Instagram page. So even if you didn't have a personal page, you got to have a business one somewhere. Okay, if you're graduating from school and you have nothing. Come on, you got to be kidding to me. No.
Of being there. She said that she likes Japanese cuisine, sushi, fast food, pizza, and like homemade things. And I told her, like, I have no problem doing any of that for you.
He's already doing it for her, cooking and everything. Whoa. He's a good catch, guys.
I mean, she calls me king. She calls me daddy. I called her queen. I called her honey bun. She said that she loved me Valentine's Day. And she just kind of sort of expected it back from me. So I just hit her with the 143 smiley kissy face. I planned out what we should do, where we should go. I just was going to take her out on a nice little dinner date, then get to know her more. Keep her out there for a week, have a good time, go to the beach, go to the museum. Like I had a whole thing planned, but
Everything was going great between Malachi and Mary, and the two even had plans for future dates together. But soon after, Mary needed help with multiple expenses.
After the first...
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, let's see. What do we think it's going to be this time? Tampons? A phone bill? Or what? What is it? Your sick grandmother's food? No. Diapers for your neighbor's kid. What's it going to be? There's always tampons in the mix somewhere. It's like this feminine hygiene thing is just out of control.
Help with multiple expenses.
After the first month, everything was good until she asked me to help her with her school bills. And that consisted of a final exam that cost $200 and whatever dollars. I asked her, how do you not have the funds to, support yourself right now? She hit me with this, anything you pay me, I'll pay you back. And I have the proof for it. The conversation.
Okay, I don't understand this. My bank account has enough to pay you back everything you've sent me. Okay, well, so why haven't you sent it? And now he's going to send more money. Like, it's like the Tinder swindler, this Netflix, docuseries. It's like these women are on private jets with this, scammer. And then he's asking them to borrow like $10,000. It's like you were just on a private jet, but you're borrowing 10 grand from some girl that you went on a date with. Like, come on, common sense. We can't get so deep into like looks and loves and the idea of something that we lose all common sense. Come on.
The conversation that she told me about the whole bank account was, babe, I have something very important to tell you. All you have to do not open your mouth to anybody else about this. I will pay you back everything you've ever given to me tenfold. Even put your name on this. So
oh my God. Did you see that? Did you see these texts? Her parents died and left a bank account that only I can access when I'm married. This is a common theme. Oh my God.
Everything you've ever given to me tenfold. Even put your name on this. So the random bank account number, went to a Bank of America account with $45 million.
I'm sorry, okay? Okay, come on. All right, come on. She can't pay a $200 test or whatever, final exam, whatever, okay? But she's got 45 mil in the bank that only she has access to when she gets married. Like this, you know, you have a good heart, but you have to be smarter than this, okay? You need a real spanking right now.
Hello, Larry. Your account balance is $45,328,323.14. To hear more account details, press 5.
I never.
Where'd she get that from? A rap album? The intro on a rap album? Oh my God.
In my life, ever heard that, been around that type of money, anything. So me hearing that, and that being her father's account, I was like, well, baby girl, you are one, blessed because your mom and dad have literally given you generational wealth if you manage your money properly. I didn't even care about payback, honestly. I just wanted to help somebody who needed help. She was in college, apparently, doing all this while her grandmother was sick. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna relieve the burden off your shoulders, help you do this, even though I don't have the financial stability to do so myself.
Now, look, if you are, okay, because this is a trust fund child. You got 45 million in the bank, you're a trust fund baby. You're taking care of your grandmother. You can't afford a $200 test. First of all, there is like accountants and people in charge of a trust. You're not just, you think that, do people actually think this? That there's like a girl that just has a bank card, like an ATM card with a $45 million balance? Come on, we have to be smarter. And you know what? You have to educate yourselves better than this. This is not acceptable. That's not even probable. It's not realistic whatsoever. Now you have to be reprimanded because you are just not being smart. And this is common sense. It's common sense.
The next reason I had to send her money was her grandmother's medical bills.
Your grandmother's medical bills now. You got $45 million in the bank and you need money for your grandma's medical bills. So if your parents have died, that grandma is one of your parents' mother, right? And they left her with no way to pay for medical bills. Come on. I want to strangle him now.
Medical bills. She is sick. I don't know. She sent me a picture of her. She said that she's bedridden, can hardly move around the house. She slipped and fell pretty bad, hurt herself, and needed to get her medicine. Her grandmother is the last living relative that she has. And the medicine in total, she asked for about $350 to $450. She tells me all the time that her grandmother says hi and that she appreciates everything I've done for her and her granddaughter. And me being the kind person I am, my grandmother was also bedridden, could not move around, had MS, was really, really, really sick. The next reason that she would need money from me is now to fix her phone so she can give me a FaceTime call.
Oh, here comes the FaceTime call. I mean, guys, you know, these people are disgusting. These scammers are literally disgusting. How do you stop this? How is this able to just continue happening? Clearly, this kid is just naive as all get up, okay? You know, the grandmother's sick. If you have $45 million in the house, do you think that you're living, okay, like this? 45 million in the bank, and this is how you're living? There's nothing really wrong with, but 45 million in the bank, you're living like this and you can't pay your medical bills. Come on, we have to do better. This is unacceptable. Okay, there's no excuse for this. And they're playing on his heartstrings because somehow he probably posted something somewhere saying that his grandmother had MS and was confined to, it couldn't walk and all this stuff and was bedridden.
Why, considering that the 2 calls that you've given me in the first 2 months have only lasted for a minute and a half? She proceeded to hit me with the excuse.
Okay, hold on. Here's the phone call.
Her phone so she can give me a FaceTime call. I proceeded to ask why, considering that the 2 calls that you've given me in the first 2 months have only lasted for a minute and a half. She proceeded to hit me with the excuse of my phone is broken or my internet is bad. To fix her phone, I proceeded to then again reach into my pocket, pull out almost near $1,000 to fix the phone. That still have yet to get an actual FaceTime call that lasts over a minute and a half.
$1,000 to fix a phone. You could have bought her a new one for $300 or less. I mean, there's no excuse for this. Okay. There's no excuse for it. You can't be this desperate over a girl. Okay. Now she's like not even that hot. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm so turned off by this. It's disgusting.
I paid her phone bill a collective of like 10, 20 times, $150 each time. Every month, basically, she would come and be like, hey, I need you to pay my phone bill or I won't be able to talk to you. I want to talk to my husband. I want to talk to you. I don't want to ever miss chatting with you. I don't want to ever do this. I don't want to ever do that.
Malachi paid for.
So he's paying for a phone bill for a phone that doesn't work. You might want to think about that. Shame on you, Malachi.
For everything that Mary had asked for: medication, phone bills, and her student.
But the phone isn't too broken to take all these Instagram photos, right? Now all of a sudden she's got photo after photo. When you met her, she only had 2 uploads on Instagram. She's supposedly a makeup artist. Where's all this work? Where's all her schoolwork? Where's her in college? Where's her with her friends? Where is all of this evidence that she's a human? Okay? Like, a lot of times, these men just want to believe the lie, okay? Hello, you can't make excuses for that. This is your own fault now.
That Mary had asked for: medication, phone bills, and her student expenses. At this point, the 2 were making plans to meet up, but Mary would need help paying for that as well.
Now we're getting ready to meet. She wanted me to step up and now send $1,450 for a first class all-round ticket.
A first class ticket? Guys, listen, gentlemen, a first class ticket, a $1,400 plane ticket. Okay, look, these, whatever they are, Nigerians, wherever, Philippines, I don't care where you are, okay? All of these scammers make a slew of mistakes that you ignore. He ignored how many warning signs already? The Instagram is new. You're in school. There's no evidence of it. There's no friends. There's no nothing. There's no work from your school. You are worth $45 million, but you can't pay a $200 bill. You're worth $45 million, but your parents didn't leave any money, access to money for your grandmother. So they left you a trust, but nothing for her. She has medical bills she can't pay. She has a phone that's broken that doesn't work in order to talk to you. That's the excuse of this. But she can post stuff. She has no problem calling you. She's do you understand how many mistakes this scammer has already made? And how much money has he given her already? Where are we? Like close to $5,000 by now? Between the repairing a phone for $1,000, paying all the phone bills 12 times, right? $1,400 for this, all the medical bills, the $200 for the test, for the finals. Come on, wake up.
She sent me the picture of the ticket. I felt very excited. I even over-prepared, got a whole lot of things ready, lined up in order for this day, reserved.
Do you think that he even looked up the flight? I bet you any money he didn't even bother looking it up, okay? She just went and created some ticket, in Photoshop, okay, or whatever, Adobe, and put his town and the airport and blah, 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 and made the whole thing up. How much you want to bet that ticket doesn't even exist? Like, did you check the flight? How about instead of sending her the money, you went and booked the flight for her? How about that?
Dinner reservations, hotel plans, amusement park plans. Then I told her, okay, I'm gonna have a surprise for you when you get here. I get out the car with my roses that she said was her favorite. On the sign, I get, welcome Mary, this is Malachi. I waited and sat there for 5 hours, waiting, asking, where you at? What's happening? And then I get a picture of her holding up a peace sign, smiling, saying that she got held up by ICE. I got a whole lot of things.
Boy, this girl has some wild life. You've been held up by ICE. So you went into a local bathroom stall, tried to say you're in the airport, and now you're doing this, but you're held up by ICE. So if ICE detain you, you're just over here doing, foot selfies and pictures, really, but you've been detained by ICE. Unbelievable.
ICE. I got a whole lot of things that ultimately have just completely went to waste because she has not shown up. I buy 2 more tickets. Each one apparently needed to be first class and the same amount as the first one. She said, go ahead and tell your family and friends that, you're soon going to be able to see your wife or whatever.
He bought 2 more first class tickets. Is he nuts? Is he nuts?
I was like, okay. So I tell my friends, I told my moms, and here we are 2 years later, still nothing.
You heard that, right? He said 2 years later. 2 years! When is this kid's mother gonna lay the law down? Okay, where's the mother? Okay, this is bad parenting. This is bad parenting. Because now the mother, you already told the mother she was coming once, now twice, now a 3rd time. I'm curious to know if mama knew that you were spending all your money on her. Okay, you could have put a down payment on a house for you and your mother at this point. This is crazy.
I mean, at first I was happy for you, but as it progressed and...
Well, look, what do you know? I'm psychic. Here we go. Here's mom.
Nothing.
I mean, at first I was happy for you, but as it progressed and weird incidences started happening, you left that mail at the house, and I was like, what is it? Oh, I don't know, some check she wants me to cash, or it just sent my little mommy antennas up. I don't like how much she has used you. She has taken a lot of money and resources from you.
Haven't been
She was sending him checks. People. Okay, sending him checks to do whatever with, what is going? See, this is how you become a criminal too. Okay, you got to take responsibility for yourself and be an adult. Okay, but this mother, what is wrong with you? This is when you take the broom and you whack him really good. You're not going anywhere. I already took your cards. You have no access to your own bank account at this point. You understand what I'm saying? This is nuts.
And resources from you.
Having been stood up in the airport and paid for multiple tickets for Mary to never show up, Malachi feels that he's doing the right thing by helping her out and hopes the two will meet up together, face to face.
At the end of the day, I only did what I thought was right, in my opinion. What I was looking at was a beautiful woman that I thought that I could take serious and commit to and have a serious relationship with. I just want to know exactly what I've sat here, wasted 2.5 years on and $10,000 on. I'm tired of sitting here talking to just a phone and me trusting you and believing you the way I have, and you completely backstabbing me and doing this constantly like you've shown me for the last 2.5 years has really not helped your case at all. If you told me this was real, I honestly would be relieved Like, I put myself in so many holes, dug myself so many graves, all in the name of this love that has never loved me back, honestly.
All right, Seekers, we knew we had to help Malachi, so the research team sat down to go over all of the information he had given us. We have...
Okay, hopefully they find him. Or her. Him. It's probably a him. Okay? I mean, this is absurd. This poor kid. You're talking about 2.5 years of this. Okay, I might let you get away with 2 months? Not at this cost, but I'm just saying, I can kind of see like, ugh. But no. Too many mistakes. 2.5 years? How much money have you given her? This is insane.
We have a lot of information we can look into. She sent him her home address, which is in El Monte.
Oh, really? It's her home address? Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
Which is not too far from us.
No, like 2 hours.
So we also have images of this woman she's claiming to be, and some Cash App and Western Union transactions.
So something I noticed is when he had sent over all of the images for Mary, is that the majority of the images are a bit racy.
So you think that that's what's catching his attention?
I believe so, yes.
I would say that probably has a high likelihood to affect a young man.
And another thing that I want to talk about.
It looks like he would know. Seems like he's been down this road before. Okay, I'm just saying. It's just a joke. Don't kill me. I'm just saying.
Young man.
And another thing that I want to talk about, because he didn't mention this in his interview, he drove all the way from North Carolina to California, but never was able to get inside the apartment. I wonder why.
I'm trying to show you. I'm literally outside. You think I'm kidding or playing with you, bro. And I'm literally sitting outside. It doesn't look like that at all. It's cloudy outside. There's a truck right there and a black car right there. And your photo is completely sunny and empty as
Gotta love showing up just for somebody that you love and truly care about, only for them to not really want to see you or show you the same amount of respect or compassion as you have.
This kid drove 2,500 miles. 2,500 miles. And he just said earlier, okay, in talking to the social catfish, whatever, right, that he just would be relieved if he knew she wasn't a scammer. You don't know? You don't know. You drove 2,500 miles. You took a road trip. Like, I'm in utter shock at the stupidity here.
So, thank you. This is always nice.
Malachi is obviously a young man. We don't get a lot of cases where, someone is completely unaware of some of the red flags that have popped up. He has his whole life ahead of him. What's he doing in this case where he's in this for 2.5 years with somebody that's only chatted with him on the phone for a collection of 5 minutes? How do we help this guy? After discussing Malachi's...
It's called therapy because there's something deeper going on here. Okay, something deeper is going on here. There's absolutely no way anybody on earth could convince me that he is not 100% fully aware that this is a scammer and that this girl does not exist. Not in his life. You understand? He is well aware of that.
Case, the research team came up with a game plan and got to work.
Okay, it's time to start digging into what Malachi had sent us. So we have Cash App transactions, we have the address in El Monte where Mary lives. We also have a copy of the plane ticket, her email address, and a bunch of images that Malachi had sent over to us.
I was just wondering, are these all the transactions for him?
Yeah, so basically what happened was Malachi had sent over 2 profiles from Cash App. And did you guys get a chance to look at those 2 profiles?
Yeah, we were looking into it and we couldn't find anything for those usernames.
He said That's all on that account. I lost access to the other one because I lost the password, and the balance was negative $8,555 for reasons unknown.
And since then, he can't log in at all.
No, he cannot log in.
Interesting.
Yes. So with the transactions, we can chat with Malachi about those later. As for the transactions he did send to us, let's just look into those and see if we can create a cryptograph.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. A negative balance on Cash App or one of the, it doesn't matter. How do you have a negative balance? Did she scam him somehow? How does that work? Or did he scam? Is he scamming too? This is getting interesting.
Sounds good.
So we should probably look into that El Monte address.
All right, so I got the address pulled up right here, and the address checks out. There's no way for us to verify apartment to apartment who's actually living there, so I think the best way would be to go check in person.
If you look back at the apartment, it looks like there's some sort of security to get into the actual complex.
Yeah, it looks like a key card reader on the wall. So maybe if we can get a hold of the front desk or something, we could try to get some information, but I think probably going in person would be the best bet.
Yeah. Lastly, we have about 30 images that Malachi had sent over to us for this person he's talking to, Mary.
Yeah, let me look this up real quick on our website. So I just ran a search, and I want to share with you what I found here. Lots of escort pages under different names. So here we have Michelle Stubbs, 803 number. Then we have...
Look at this, my place or yours. I mean, God help.
803 number. Then we have Sam under a 516 number. And we have
Ooh, that's New York. Somebody's on Long Island. What is this, a Hamptons? This is a Summer Hamptons prostitute.
16 number. And we have another, this is Sam in Palm Springs. This one doesn't have a name, but she is in San Francisco. So another completely different location. And then we have her as Linda here. And this looks like Las Vegas and Los Angeles. So.
Boy, she gets around this one. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco. She gets around.
On Instagram, we have a few different profiles as well. This one's Chloe, and then we have Diana. This is the name that we mainly saw when searching her. This name came up the most when searching social media. Has quite a few photos, but not that much. This one's under the name Mia.
So a lot of Instagram profiles under different names. Somewhat of a red flag, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. If anything, this just proves that her photos have been stolen.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see if we could find the real person.
I think we need to spend a little more time looking into who she is and confirm her identity. And in the meantime, Drew and I will head over to the El Monte address to see who's living there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
After a few days of researching, the team had...
Okay, right there, you're done. Now you're done, okay? I gave you a lot of leeway in the beginning, but you're literally on Instagram with, like, you know, filters on your head and everything. I mean, come on. Grow up. Okay, this is simping. This is simping all day long. This is disgusting. No boy, man, or other should be doing this.
Some answers, but we felt we could take it a step further to get definitive proof for Malachi and confirm who was living in this address in El Monte. So Brienne and I hit the road. Let's get on the road, Brienne.
All right, let's go.
Well, we made it to El Monte. Why are we in El Monte, Brienne?
So, story behind this is he lives on the East Coast. He drove from where he lived, I believe North or South Carolina, to California, just so he can get a chance to meet Mary, who he had been talking to for some time. And so when he got here to her apartment and he was parked out front, he claimed that he called her to come down and she never came down.
Why didn't he ever just go and knock on the door?
He said that she was telling him all kinds of stories and giving him all kinds of excuses, that she was on house arrest and something about the pipe burst in the apartment and the landlord wasn't going to let her come out of the apartment, go downstairs, and so he never ended.
You know, I have to laugh at that. A pipe burst, house arrest. I was like, okay, I digress.
Ended up seeing her.
Okay, I don't know how far the drive is from south or north or Ohio or whatever. You went cross country.
It took him 4 days, bro. It's a 4-day drive, bro. Okay? That answers that for you. Let's keep it moving.
In my head, you're coming out of the house, right?
Maybe his nerves got the best of him and he just saw it as a sign, and when she was giving him a bunch of excuses, he decided it wasn't the right timing. I'm not sure.
Well, we're knocking on this door. We're gonna get the answers. We're gonna find out who lives here. Hopefully, this person isn't using some random person's address. We're gonna figure out who lives here. Why did this person tell Malachi that they live here? We're gonna get the answers. We're gonna find out the truth.
This is so much fun, isn't it? I love road. I want to actually do this. I would love to roll up on somebody like this. It seems like a nice place, huh? For somebody that can't pay for a $200 final test.
It's 101, so we need to go up one.
Maybe right here. These are stairs. Yeah. Hi. 207? It's like right here.
A little bit further.
Oh, wait, is it back now?
No, it was a little bit further.
Oh, okay.
We
might have to go all
watched
the way
by
around.
107 down there.
It's right here. This one, I think.
Man, the lobby's a lot nicer. I take that back. I mean, this is like a jailhouse or something, or a halfway house. Like, what is this? It's like a concrete, non-jungle.
Then down there.
It's right here. This one, I think. All right.
Ready?
Oh, this is your apartment.
You're 207?
What's this about?
So, do you know this woman? Her name's Mary. You've never seen this woman before?
No.
Okay. So we're trying to help a guy out. He is in a relationship with this person, and she gave him this address and said she lives here.
Never seen her here.
Never seen her. Okay. Yeah, she said, I think she's been living here a year or two?
Yeah. For a couple of years. You were saying that other people live with you?
Yeah, I have my ex and her mother live here.
Oh.
Nice guy. Nice guy.
Okay, and none of them are by the name of Mary. They don't look like this person.
But we also just wanted to let you know that your address was used in whatever way. Like, she's claiming she lives here.
People know this is an apartment complex. It used to be a tire shop.
There you go. It used to be a tire shop. That explains everything.
Check cashing place.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh, I see.
How long have you been living here?
Almost 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
And this apartment complex has only been here 7 years.
Okay. And no Marys that look like that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nobody's ever come here and asked either, right?
Well, Nathan, it was really nice meeting you. We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for answering all of our questions and, being so open.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Well, you have a good day. All right, thank you.
Thank you, bro. Nice meeting you.
All right.
Yeah, you too.
All right.
See ya.
Hopefully his identity isn't stolen. I mean, somebody's using your address. God knows what else they're doing, okay?
After we were able to confirm that Mary wasn't living at this address, we decided to head back to the office and set up another call with Malachi the next day to let him know everything that we had found.
Hello, Malachi. Are you ready for today?
Yes, I am ready. Hopefully to find out who I've been talking to, or at least have a little bit of background.
Malachi, you've been talking to Mary for over 2 years now. Tell us, what are some of the reasons you decided to seek answers after so long?
At first, It really wasn't even like red signs to me. I just like did things out of the kindness of my heart.
Are you still in love with Mary?
I still have feelings for her, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, what else do you expect me to do when you've kind of just, used me and manipulated me kind of?
Well, Malachi, we have all of the answers that you've been looking for, and we want to share with you what we found.
Alrighty, I'm ready to hear them.
So the first thing that I want to share with you is the plane ticket. While we noticed some inconsistencies with the ticket itself, the itinerary that she had sent you, we noticed at the top it stated it was a flight from San Diego to Jacksonville. Right underneath that, it also states it's an itinerary for California to North Carolina. At the very bottom, it states a whole list of flights and connecting flights that would be taken for that itinerary. So we're missing some in-between flights. It doesn't even make sense how you could get from point A to point B, and then all of a sudden you're over here across the United States. And so for this reason...
Didn't I say, look it up? Oh.
This itinerary is not valid. This is a fake itinerary. Did you notice any of this information?
I did not. I'm very new to stuff like that. That's like literally, this is my first time ever dealing with something like this. So me seeing that, I'm like, okay, cool. I just looked at it and was like, all right, bet, you're coming. Say less.
Now, in the intro interview, you said something completely different. You said that you knew it was fake.
I mean, I didn't know.
Here come the lies. You know what's funny? These two always catch them just lying. It's like there was one that we had covered, and it was this guy, and he's like, oh, just never happened to me. He had in his phone, that woman found like 20 women he was sending money to simultaneously. Oh, boss.
I didn't know, but I knew after my mom, my brother, everybody was like, this is not a real ticket.
So after your family had told you, hey, this ticket's fake, this is not a real itinerary, why did you keep going with a relationship? And you continue to send her money even after.
Stop it. You stop. Stop calling it a relationship. Stop saying, are you still in love with her? Stop it. You're only further, stop. Stop it. They drive me nuts with this. There is no woman. It's not her. Okay. You've been scammed. You're talking to a Nigerian boy, whatever. Stop making excuses for these people. At this point, 2.5 years in, with a ton of warning signs, you're no longer a victim. You're part of the problem.
The fact.
So what made me really stay was her saying that, every relationship has its up and downs. If you can't get through the hard times, you're not truly in love with the person. Literally would throw it.
How are you in a relationship with somebody that you've never met? You've never FaceTimed with? You've never seen them move like you and I right now? Hello? It's called modern technology? Yeah.
In my face type stuff.
All right, well, Drew and I took a road trip to El Monte, and you also took a road trip to this same apartment complex, correct?
Yep. A year ago.
This kind of blows my mind. So you drove all the way from North Carolina to California, but you never got to the door. Why is that?
Because as soon as she responded, it was, I can't really come outside due to me being on house arrest due to the landlord saying that if I don't pay a $950 leak, you can't visit. And me not knowing anything about California tenant laws, renting, all that. So.
Does it even matter? Do you even care at this point? You drove for 4 days. Do you care what the super has to say? You go inside and you bang on the door. And you demand somebody opens it. And then, since you took 4 days to actually drive there, You sit in front of the door until somebody does, for however many days it takes. Then you do a wellness check, or actually, you do that first. You call 911 and you get the police over there to do a wellness check. Then you see who's inside, okay? That's how that works.
After I sat out there, got all those excuses and fake sorries, I call my mom and I just break down, honestly. I'm like, why did I seriously do this? Why did I come out here, waste my time for nothing?
It's pretty crazy because we were actually able to get inside, and we headed over to the apartment where she claims to be living. And we walk by this guy, and this guy is sitting on the steps. And so we go to the door, we start knocking, and that guy gets up and he's like, "That's my apartment. What do you guys need?" And so we start chatting with him. We started explaining the story. We showed him a picture of Mary. He said he had never seen her ever. He also stated that he had been living in that apartment for over 5 years with his ex, and there's no one else that had ever lived in that apartment with him.
I don't know. I'm speechless, honestly.
No, you're not. You're laughing because you're like, I can't believe I just got caught. I can't believe they got in. Oh, now he probably met the guy too. He might have not even met him, but he probably got in too. He probably snooped around. Okay, he's young. I think he got in.
Why do you think that Mary would have you drive that far to go to an apartment she doesn't live at?
I have no idea, honestly.
Are you sure you don't have any idea?
I have zero. Literally, before I even drove out there, she spent a whole week convincing me to even do it. Literally, we planned everything a week in advance. And I sat there and told her, I'm not going to do this if I'm going to, not have anything or see you.
Well, Malachi, we spent a lot of time pulling the information that we're providing today. We ran into 2 issues though, man. The first issue was we tried to send her over a link to track her IP address. And when she clicked on it, we found that she was running a VPN. So we weren't able to get any real data.
Yeah.
Another issue that we had was we ran multiple reverse image searches on her and we couldn't pinpoint an official account for her.
We found hundreds of accounts, hundreds.
Oh my.
Yes, and the majority of her pictures were found on escort sites. But we also found a profile name that was attached to these images, and it seemed like she was mostly going under the name Diana Doll.
This scammer was having Malachi do a lot of dangerous stuff. The fact that he had someone's account and social security number was concerning to us. A few days before this interview,
Social security number too? Oh, he might be in trouble.
we decided to dig deeper into the $45 million this person was claiming to have. Then the account type is a Bank of America, Larry Williams, and then we also have his account number, social security number, and then the tax ID. Right?
Yep.
Is there anything else?
That is literally all I have.
Okay.
For that.
Okay, I got you. All right, thank you, bro.
No problem.
All right, talk to you soon.
It's an invalid social security that he gave you. Doesn't exist. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, but I'm thinking.
Well, thank God. Because if somebody's able to get a social security, is this a shocker? It's an invalid social security. I mean, it's an account with $45 million, okay? If you got $45 million, if you got $1 million, okay? You got people dealing with that stuff. You're not just going to be handing off some scammers able to get you. Come on. Common sense.
Too, how can you create a bank account with a fake social security number?
Well, how can you create a bank account with a fake social security number? Well, we didn't because it didn't exist. Sometimes I like these two, and sometimes they're just too, acquiescing. Come on! Right away, you should be like, look, this I guarantee you this is nonsense, okay? Nobody with $45 million in their account you're not getting a hold of somebody's social security number that is worth $45 million.
Wouldn't that be flagged when you create the account?
And it has $45 million in it.
No, it don't. It's a fake website.
Let's just call it and see.
All right, let's just call it.
You know, something that we also noticed, and I just wanted to touch on that really fast, is we did call the bank using the security information that you gave to us. And I want you to know that I found out that the Social Security is not valid.
Okay. And that's another thing. So she sent over checks to me to cash or whatever. I cashed one to send it to her because she said that she needed it. I went, cashed it, it hit my account only to get immediately taken off and say that it was fraudulent and not real. And I'm like, why are you lying to me? Why? What's happening?
So now you're committing crimes too, okay? And you forgot to tell them all this. All of these people that come to these two, they always forget. They forget about that. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I deposited a fraudulent check. Oh, I forgot about that.
I don't understand any of it, to be honest.
Do you have access to that check still, or?
No, I threw them away. I didn't want nothing to do with them, especially if I could get in trouble for doing something that I thought I was helping you with. Because I heard that you could possibly get in trouble for doing stuff like that, so.
Is that one of the reasons why you reached out to us?
One of them, yes.
Malachi, this person is disrespecting you. They're manipulating you. They're putting you in a bad situation. They have you accepting money, checks from people you don't know. And
stop talking to him like he doesn't know this. Come on, this is why he called you, so that you could recover his money, okay, somehow, because sometimes they do that, and help him do an episode so that when he goes to court, because you know he's in trouble, he can say, I didn't know anything because that's why I called Social Catfish, because I never had an Instagram account, and I really believed everything and so on, and it proves it all on the website. Go to youtube.com/socialcatfish and find my episode. Judge, I didn't know.
And then they're asking you to move that money through crypto.
Now he's moving money to crypto. Shit! I can't. This kid's a criminal. Now you deserve to be doing probation for this. You deserve 5 years probation because you should know better.
And it's putting you at risk. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I do feel like you should understand the gravity of this situation that this person has put you in. And our recommendation is to not accept any more money from this person. Do not send any money on behalf of this person.
How much have you received?
3,000 to 4,000.
I just feel like we're missing something, man. Like, you say you're scared about something, but I feel like every time we speak to you, you have new information for us. So now it's the checks, then it's this account, then it's the Cash App gets closed down. Your Cash App got closed down, and it was negative $8,000. I didn't even know that. I heard that from Brienne.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's more and more activity that's unfolding every time we speak to you.
Did this person ever have access to your Cash App?
I gave her it once because she swore that she needed it for her grandmother. And then immediately after my Cash App got closed, my Navy Fed account got closed and terminated, and also negative.
Are they linked?
They were linked.
Okay, so once you were negative in Cash App was basically a reflection of your Navy Fed account, which means your Navy Fed account was also negative.
So do you have to pay that back?
Oh, I already have. Like I said, I've wasted so much money paying back fines and fees that I'm not supposed to owe, all because of excuses, lies, my religion thrown in my face. Like I said, I know it looks stupid because there's a whole lot of red flags that everybody else can see, but like, I genuinely took it seriously and like was working my ass off to provide and give her everything that she was wanting and needing. Same with her grandmother.
What will it take for you to block her for good and not respond to her anymore?
whenever she can stop making all these emails and hitting me up.
This scammer is not going to stop contacting you. They've gotten 8,000.
Just tell him it's a Nigerian boy. He'll stop. Get a fake picture of a boy in Nigeria on an Xbox, on a PlayStation. Okay? Hello? He'll stop. I mean, come on. He knows what's going on. Stop acquiescing to his nonsense.
$1,000 from your Cash App. They've gotten $10,000 from you. They've gotten you to funnel $4,000 for them. They're not going to stop. You have to make the choice to not reply. They're going to keep on making these fake profiles, these fake accounts, these fake emails, and they're going to keep reaching out to you. But ultimately, it's up to you to not reply, Malachi.
Okay.
You have been duped. You have been scammed. You have been tricked, and you have been lied to.
I'm just speechless, man, honestly. Got the best of me, honestly. That's all I can say.
Today it ends.
Today it all ends, yes. Yes.
Malachi, you're young, man. You got a lot of life ahead of you. What are you doing getting caught up in?
I was just trying something new, and that was not a good idea.
Malachi, we appreciate you reaching out to us, though, man.
I appreciate y'all more. Like, a whole weight literally is lifted, to be honest. Like, just thank you.
Good, man.
You're welcome. You know, don't forget to block this person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You know, I gotta admit it. All right. I do feel sorry for him. Okay, I don't know why. It could be his face. He has a face that you feel sorry for, okay? Now, does he know better? Of course he does. There's something underlining that's eating at him, which led him to actually engage in this beyond a month or two to begin with. You don't do this for 2.5 years and not know what's going on. Somebody get him the red pill. I'm DiBrava. I hope you guys have fun on this episode of Only Scams on Trial.